Hello, welcome to the presentation of our paper MS Former, Multi-Scale Self-Guided Transformer for Medical Image Segmentation. Multi-scale representation have proven to be a powerful tool since they can take into account both fine-grained details of an object in an image as well as the broader context. Inspired by this, we propose MS Former. In the next slide, we will go through the details of our approach. We establish our approach based on three core ideas. To learn in a self-supervised fashion, our approach considers the semantic dependency that exists between different scales to generate a supervisory signal for inter-scale consistency and also imposes a special stability loss within the scale for self-supervised content clustering. While intra-scales and inter-scale consistency losses aim to increase feature similarity within the cluster, we propose to include a cross-entropy loss function on top of the clustering score map to effectively model its cluster distribution and increase the decision boundary between clusters. Iteratively, our algorithm learns to assign each pixel to a semantically related cluster to produce the segmentation map. We will go through each part in the next slides. To model multi-scale consistency, we created two branches where the first branch operates on the small tokenized sequence while the second branch operates on the large tokenized sequence. So we use the same network which contains the stacked M blocks of the efficient transformer block. Once we operate these efficient transformer blocks on the input sequence, we generate the representation. So using the generated representation, we aim to define the inter-scale consistency loss. We first have a look at the efficient attention. In a regular attention mechanism, we multiply the query with the chi, and then after applying the softmax, we multiply with the V to generate the representation. So in a similar way, we can reduce the computation to a linear way if we move the operation based on the V. So in efficient attention, it uses this concept of multiplying the chi with V and then finally multiplying the result with the query to generate the output. So when we multiply the chi with the V value, we can generate the global context vectors. The global context vector that we generate here is not depend on the input dimension. So the number of the tokens on the input is not related to the global context vector. In other words, it means that if we have a two parallel network which operates on a different number of the tokens in each sequence, we can still have the same global context vector. So we can use these two global context vectors to calculate the similarities between the two representations to model multi-scale agreement. Intra-scale consistency. The local neighborhood shows a great level of consistency. To achieve this, we created two tokenized sequences A1 and A2 on top of the attention score obtained from the soft prediction map, where A2 shows the horizontally and vertically shifted version of A1, and MSA stands for the multi-head self-attention. We then calculate the correlation matrix and seek to maximize the pairwise correlation. To do so, we learn to minimize the L1 norm distance between the P and the unit matrix I. To visually investigate this process, inside the deep model, we visualize the correlation matrix during the training process. It is observable that the model learns to maximize the correlation in a unitary matrix form, which indicate the convergence of our special consistency. A comparative results of the proposed method against the sought approaches on two different datasets are presented. Moreover, the visualization results of the proposed methods with different combination of the loss functions